Ending of the movie Weapons has to be one of the best moments in cinematic history, at least for me. Here's a couple other mysteries about missing children that deserve the same ending that Weapons got. Be prepared, there's going to be a couple spoilers. Alright, so let's start the list off strong with a Stephen King movie. He's one of the masters of horror and suspense, and he knows how to make a good movie where children are the victims. Doctor Sleep, which is a sequel to the classic The Shining, is about Danny when he's all grown up and struggling with his psychic abilities. The villain of this story is Rose the Hat. She's like this vicious, psychic, cult leader vampire who likes to suck the energy out of people. Where she really likes to hunt down children and torture them. That's where she gets the most bang for her buck. She's an excellent candidate to get her ass kicked like the witch did in the end of the Weapons movie. Megan is missing. Trigger warning, this movie does contain sexual violence and graphic, disturbing images. Please be warned and wary before going in to view this. So, Megan is Missing is an independent found footage horror movie which kind of has like a cult following. I remember watching this by myself for the first time and I didn't sleep the whole night. It has a slow burn to it, but when it picks up, it definitely picks up and it leaves you deeply disturbed by the ending. It's about a girl who tries to find her friend after she goes missing while meeting up with this guy that she met from the internet. This movie is kind of old, but kind of not, because you can still see stuff like this possibly happening now. Next up is the movie It by Yes, Stephen King. Are you surprised he's on the list again? You shouldn't be. Dude is a master of his craft. So yeah, and it Pennywise does get a good beat down by the kids towards the end of the movie. But you know what? I feel like he just deserved more. He didn't even deserve a chapter two. Shoot, he might not even deserve the prequel that's coming out. But yeah, this is definitely on the list. He deserved to get more than he got. As an honorable mention, I would like to include the movie The Black Phone. It kind of feels like I'm including Stephen King again, but I'm technically not. For those that know, the writer behind The Black Phone is Joe Hill, who is also the son of Stephen King. You can definitely see a lot of similarities and influence in The Black Phone to Stephen King stories, especially the movie and the story It. The Black Phone is also about children getting kidnapped, but it's not from a clown, demon, supernatural entity, but just a creepy human. And it does include some superhuman, supernatural elements, but not as much as the movie It. It's still a very good watch, and I can't wait for part two to come out this year. The Lovely Bones. This is a movie that I do not watch very often. In fact, I think I've only watched it once or twice. It literally makes me sick with depression, and I struggle to get through it. This is a movie about a young girl who is brutally killed, and her spirit watches over her family, dealing with the grief of her death, and she also watches over the man who kills her. It is very heavy, and if you are an emotional person, I give you a bit of a trigger warning for this one as well. Stanley Tucci actually plays the villain in this movie, and it's very weird seeing him play this part. He does an amazing job because I absolutely hate him. He received some type of natural retribution in the end, but it definitely doesn't make up for the trauma of this young girl's spirit and her family's pain. And finally, you knew it was coming, Prisoners. The anger that this movie stirs inside of me is unmatched. I typically love a nice ambiguous ending to a movie, but damn, this one really gets under my skin. I know the movie definitely does capture the villains, the kidnappers, we get the kids back, but the real daunting and disturbing part of this movie is the fact that one of the fathers, you don't know if he's still alive or not at the end, or if he gets found, rather. He becomes the missing. That's played by the homie Hugh Jackman, aka Wolverine. And also the villains of the story, they don't get it bad enough. I need them to get the weapons treatment. I need a horde of kids tearing them to shreds. And then I need them to go underground and free my homie Hugh Jackman. But this is a really good movie. Just be warned, the ending is ambiguous and you're just kind of going to have to decide for yourself. But let me know any other movies that you can think of involving missing children, people being kidnapped, who also deserve the same ending as weapons.